Hello everyone and welcome to this webinar about AI, artificial intelligence, and I really think this is really amazing topic to discuss about how to boost your sales with AI. And when we are waiting people to online, I really recommend you to follow our social media channels because this AI is very hot topic. It's developing very quickly, and that's why we are sharing quite a lot of content about AI in coming months and maybe years. And LinkedIn is the most active channel for us, and also Instagram. So I really recommend at least to follow those channels. In YouTube, of course, we share all kind of content in video format. So I think there are also quite a lot good material. So my name is Paulus Perkkiö. I'm CEO and the founder of a company called Seidat. Seidat is a presentation platform SaaS company. And today we will have this webinar, and I really hope that this webinar will be as interactive as possible. I have Evert together with me, supporting in the chat. So whenever you have any questions, any comments, what you want to know a little bit more detail, then please ask it in chat. And if you have enough time in the end, I can open your microphone so we can have a real discussion. Today we have topics: how AI is related to sales and marketing, and what kind of applications you could use. What kind of applications where you could use AI, and which tools there are which you can use to have AI. And of course, the idea is how to save money and grow business with AI. And of course, because I'm from Seidat, I want to also explain a little bit how we can use Seidat in our case, and how you can help with that. So I'm also recording the webinar, so if there are problems, we will send the recording later, maybe tomorrow, latest in 2 days to you, and you can also share that recording to your colleagues if they want to watch also same content. Our goal for today was boost your sales with AI, and we are boosting sales. And sales is always collaborating with marketing, I would at least should be. And when sales and marketing, they are collaborating, they should have the same kind of goal. And what is the typical goal of sales and marketing? How do you feel it? Because I think the main goal should be deal closing. And whenever we are closing deals, we are trying typically to grow our business. And growing business and closing deals, it's never too easy. There are many kind of challenges. I think there are at least 2 kind of challenges. There is challenges in quantity. Is there enough traction in sales? Is there enough activities? And the other after that comes quality issues. So activities are more important, I think so. And if we think about sales challenges, the more you can have activities, the more you can sell. And I think AI could help that. You maybe get more challenge, more activities, you will get more sales. In quality side, the quality, from how I think it, the major topic there is how well you can help your customers. How can you support your customers to have better business? And whenever you are helping your customers to have better business, then you can easily get also yourself better business. And if you think about the quality thing, the earlier you can make your customers understand how you can help them, the better. The earlier you can make them understand that, the bigger business you can grow, and the more you will get active discussions. For example, if someone is sending me a message in LinkedIn, in email, by SMS or calling, whichever channel they are using. But if the message is something that, okay, because we have this kind of SaaS business which is trying to grow globally, and my role as a CEO and founder is this and that, and they could help us to do this and that. I think I typically check it at least once, and I maybe give them opportunity. But if I get some general level, very generic message where someone is telling me that, okay, we are helping businesses to grow and so on and so on, I'm not interested at all. So the more you can target, the better results you will get. And I think AI, if we use it properly, it can help us to get more productivity. We can spend less time for creating those messages. It will give us more ideas which can direct to the situation where the sales quality is better and we can get more sales with less effort. And I think it is of course always the target to get more with less. And I really believe that this is the reason why we are here in this webinar discussing about AI. AI, artificial intelligence. I think it's interesting topic. It's not something really new thing. I think what I have understood, AI is the development of AI has started in the 50s. So it's a very historic technology from that point of view. But still, this artificial intelligence concept, it's very hot topic at the moment. And when I try to explain someone what is it all about, I think that it's like a robot brains. It's good metaphor for artificial intelligence from my point of view. There are many ways to think about AI, but when I'm thinking about AI, I'm thinking it from sales manager, sales leader, head of sales point of view, and also marketing point of view. And there, it's like a brain. It's like a robot brain. It's never. It's always awake and it's never tired. It can help me whenever I ask help. It will help me, and it's really wonderful thing. Then when we go deeper to the AI, what it is all about from sales and marketing point of view. There are several main technologies: machine learning, NLP, computer vision, RPI, and deep learning. There are maybe people who are not so deep to those technologies. I explain it shortly. I think other topics are more important, but very quick explanation could be still good. So machine learning, it's a type of AI that enables machines to learn from data and make predictions without being explicitly programmed. So it can learn itself. You don't need to, like if you are developing programs, doing programming, it means that you tell that if something happens, then do this and that. But in AI, you don't need to do this kind of explicit training for the system. NLP, natural language processing, means that it enables machines to understand and process human language. I think it's very important. When I speak, the system which has NLP can understand, translate my voice to text, and then understand what I mean. Computer vision, it's AI which understands images. It's not always like a camera what is watching something. It can be inside the system. When you send an image, it can understand what kind of image it is. Is it cat or dog or tree or water or whatever? And it's also very important part of AI. Then there are robotic process automation, RPA, which enables machines to interact with physical world. It's important part of also in sales. And deep learning, it's more detailed method of learning. And you don't need to understand those details. I don't understand them either, too detailed, of course, on some level. But it's good to understand that there are several ways to do AI. It's not only one OpenAI or one ChatGPT. There are many ways to use it. And if you think about how AI works, it means typically that there must be input. There is AI which does something, and then there is an output. And interesting topic is how we can use that in sales and marketing. Because if you think about as a metaphor for AI, I used brains. Brains is one way to understand how it works. You put something there and you will get something out there. You can think AI also as a tool. It helps you. You use it, it helps you, and the more you use, the more you get help. Or it's like a black box. It's one reality that no one knows exactly how it works or what happens inside the black box. It's one way to think about it. Of course, there is many ways how we can understand what is inside the black box, how we can manage to use it, and how we can develop it. But still, it's some way like a black box. And actually, I tried to use AI to develop those icons, and the quality is okayish, but it's done by AI anyway. When we also shortly continue this theory level of AI, there are many kind of terminological things. I want to point out maybe the last one there, prompt. It means data input, because I will use that prompt later, maybe several times, and that's why it's very important that everyone understand what does it mean. So it's way how I try to explain to AI what it should do and what kind of result I'm waiting for. And once again, I must say that whenever you have something to ask, please ask me or comment in chat. As I said, AI is from 50s, but what has changed? Why it is so hot topic today? I didn't explain my educational background, but I must say that I have done some programming about 30 years ago. It's quite a long time ago, but not at all after that. I have studied industrial design. It's far away from the word what developers have today. But today, even I can do applications with this kind of no-code integration services where I use AI. So even I can use it. If I can use it as a master of arts, you can use it. Anyone can use it. It's so easy. So this is the biggest change what has happened in AI during last, I would say even last month, when OpenAI published its latest versions. How we can use it? I want to give you a real example how we in Seidat, how we are using AI at the moment. And don't think it that way, that it's the only way how AI can be used in presentations. You can use the same concept to develop emails, blog posts, content to your website, and many other applications. So think it that way, that this is only one example which can be applied to many other kind of solutions. What we have tried to think about has been that how to generate AI boost presentation. And when we think about AI, we try to cut costs. We want to get better content. It means that, for example, we are sharing content to our customers and they are working in certain industry. I see there are many kind of people in this webinar from different kind of industries. You are in different kind of roles. You have different titles. Some of you are working in business development, some of you are in marketing, sales, and so on. And whenever I create a presentation to a company who is in manufacturing industry as a sales role, it should be different kind of presentation when I create that presentation to auditor who is selling auditor services or doing marketing for auditors. They are different businesses, they have different roles, they are interested about different topics. And whenever you can create this kind of tailoring automatically, you can save so huge amount of time and you can get so much better results because the people who are reading and watching the presentation, they are much more interested about it. Actually, how we have built this is that we have now published a website. Evert could give you an address to that actually. It's also there in the below of this slide. And here we have a form. Whenever you fill the form with your email, name, your company, your website address, your title, maybe your phone also, and send this form, what happens? In our case, it will start an automation. And in that automation, when you will give the input, filling the form, it will send that form to CRM. From CRM, we will send it to Zapier, and Zapier will use OpenAI. Then the data content from OpenAI will be sent back to Seidat presentation, and this Seidat presentation will be sent by email to you. You can test it now. Evert has sent you this link, and please type in your content there, your name, email, and so on, and you will get tailored presentation to you. Of course, I say that if you think about AI, there must be input, and AI works and creates some output. In our case, in this process, the system is that you will give your title, your company name, and based on your company name, AI understand, or at least tries to understand what kind of business you have. And based on your title and your business, it will tailor the content of the presentation. If you think about the same concept in your business and what kind of needs you have, maybe it's not always that you want to tailor a presentation. It can be like tailoring email or some automation or whatever, your website. It can be done that way, that you clean the process a little bit. You maybe have your CRM where you have your customer names and titles and their industries. Then you connect the CRM with Zapier to OpenAI, and the end result will be tailored email or Seidat presentation. You don't need to use, of course, this kind of website where someone is filling forms. You can do it many ways. This is only one example, but you get the idea how you can create tailored presentation to special industry and to the special role what the receiver has. If you think about this kind of tailoring, what typically salespeople are doing, it takes quite a lot of time. What I have seen, if you really want to tailor any kind of presentation to your customer, it takes at least half an hour. I have seen many times when people are tailoring and it takes one whole day. So if you can make this kind of process automatic, it takes you can count the process in seconds. Of course, if there are many people doing same thing at the same time, it can take even 2 minutes, but still, it's you can count it in seconds. It's amazing speed. It's amazing way to serve your customers. And if you think about what must be done, it's this kind of very easy process in Zapier-like tool. The tool can be also something else, but in Zapier, I think it's very amazing tool because how we built this automation, we have a trigger in our CRM, which will be triggered when someone is filling the form on our website. So we move the data from our website automatically to our CRM or our marketing automation system. Then we have several steps with AI. I really recommend to do things step by step. If you try to push something that please create this and that kind of presentation or email, introduction email to person who is in accounting business and they have role as a marketing director and they are growing very heavily and this and that. Please shorten the message to 100 words and please summarize it to 3 main bullet points. I can tell you that AI can't understand it. I think AI is like a child. If you give them too many tasks at the one run, they forget the first one and second. Maybe they remember the latest are the one what they are most interested about. It's exactly working same way. And that's why, like you teach your kids, give them one task, and when they have done that, then give them another one, and then third one, and all the time the process is developing to the better direction. So, for example, in our case, there are the prompts what we have used in our case. Does for this marketing coordinator who is working in this company and has this, or what does a person like that, and then give an answer this way, then it continues so that it uses the previous answer, so that please summarize that text to 100 words. If we try to make it in here, you will maybe get 100 words explanation, but it's something total bullshit. But if you at first give them opportunity to explain what this marketing coordinator is doing, and then later say that please summarize it to 100 words, it works much better. And then how Seidat could help them. We have those 3 steps, and the end result actually is this kind of presentation. This is done by Evert, and in this presentation there is how Seidat can help benefit your company, how Seidat can help you as a business coordinator. It's done for Evert. Evert is from Seidat, so this is like a little bit stupid example that because of that. But if you Seidat or Y is the official company, and Evert has used that business name in this form on our website, and he has got this kind of result. Of course, this presentation also has some ready-made content which is not done by AI, but part of this presentation and the most important introduction is done by AI, and I think it's enough in many cases. Actually, what we are gonna do next, we are doing a translation service. So actually, you can also select in the form which language that you want that the presentation is done. So if you are from Sweden and you like Swedish, it's easier for you, then you can order the presentation in Swedish. If you are from German and you speak that language, then of course you want to have it that way. It's also possible with AI, and that's the reason why I really like it. I did, for example, I have used that translation service now and then, and for example, one new advertisement to one open salesman position is translated by AI, and I think it was actually even better than some translation services, and that's why I think it's really amazing. What we are doing in Seidat, we have also many other ways how we are using Seidat and what kind of features we are offering to our customers. This is only one way to do it. We are embedding AI also inside our platform so that you can explain what kind of image you need to your presentation, and AI will create that image to you. And if you want to have this kind of, we will have this kind of system that you can explain that, okay, this slide should be about this and that, and it will create it. But in reality, where I think what is the most effective way of doing or utilizing AI is whenever you have this kind of system that you get some input data from CRM or from your website or whatever channel you are using from social media. You combine that input data, AI, and then you will get that output to your presentation, to your marketing email or whatever. If you do this kind of automated processes, I think that it's the most efficient way to get something out of AI and how to boost your sales results. At the moment, I think AI can be used quite a lot, not only creating those kind of automations, but how I use it quite many times as a brains, generating ideas. It's like a colleague which is always awake when I, during the night time, have some ideas which I want to develop further. I can open the AI chat GTP and discuss with it and have some conversation and try to get new ideas, structurize them better, and then it's easier to develop. We have done quite a lot also content creation. Images, not too many yet, but quite a lot. Blog posts, for example, from our website, you can check and see there some blog posts which are done by AI. We are doing this kind of presentation tailoring. We use also AI for transcripting speech. In most of the on our meetings, I'm using one service I can explain later, but it's transcripting the whole meeting and then creating a summary. So it's it makes sales and having all that kind of conversation so much easier. It records, you can go to the recording and then it transcripts and then create a summary. AI can be used for many kind of analyzing purposes. It means that you must have data. You can analyze the market, but I think this analyzing thing it's sometimes a little bit tricky. But I'm sure we will see really great results when we are using AI and trying to analyze some content. For example, in our case, we have many ideas how we can use the data, what we are collecting during the meetings when people are presenting their ideas, when they are trying to sell, how we could use AI to analyze this kind of conversation and give the feedback to the salesperson itself, how they could develop the process or meetings, and also giving the feedback to sales directors, so that they can see what happen. They can better see what happens in sales meetings, and I think it's a really important thing. And as I said, translating all kind of content. What kind of content? I think mass emails are a really good example. Blog post, website content. They are really easy to create to get help from AI. All kind of social media posts, advertisements. As I used it for presentations, we will use that on daily basis. Our chat, what is helping our customers, they are launching quite soon a tool which will help us to answer your questions whenever you are communicating with us in chat, image building and documenting meetings. And those tools, what we are using and which are really interesting ones is Dashboard. It's a search engine optimization tool and content creation tool. So it's scanning our website all the time, and it's trying to understand what kind of traffic could be good for us, and then it analyzes that. Okay, now it recommends that we should create a blog post about artificial intelligence, for example. And then it says that if I want to create that content, I will press a button and it will create the blog post. Of course, typically I need to fix it a little bit or sometimes more, but anyway, I don't need to start anymore from the white paper to create blog posts to our website. And it helps so much, and we can save so big amount of time. Woodpecker is also one really interesting startup in Finland, and they are doing that meeting recordings, transcription, and creating those summaries. And I think it's really useful, and until now it's even free. We are using quite a lot Zapier and Make.com. They are that kind of integration platforms which has connections to OpenAI and GPT, and for example, this robot on our website, which is tailoring presentation to you, can be done with those tools. So as I explained that process, you can create this kind of process with Seidat to you whenever you want. If you can't do it, then ask help from us, but it's very easy to do. The first AI platform which I have used is Copy AI. If I remember right, I used it first time about 3-4 years ago. And at that time, AI-based content creation was really interesting, really something new. And I think the ChatGPT is doing same kind of things on very generic level at the moment, which Copy AI did several years ago. I have used also Fresh Sales quite a lot as a CRM tool, not anymore actually. They had a Freddy. Freddy is some kind of sales assistant, as Salesforce has Einstein. Here I have set something on bigger, higher level technologies like OpenAI, Bard, Alexa, TensorFlow. They are on that level that typical we as a consumers or typical not developer peoples, we can't use typically this kind of very advanced tools, but this kind of tools which are done for typical people, we can use with those tools AI and save time. Saving time, I wanted to add here also something about the pricing of using AI, because I think it's also interesting that if you create an image with DALL-E, that OpenAI AI tool which is generating images, one image may cost about 2 cents. It's nothing. If you try to draw or take an image, it's always much more expensive. If you try to buy those images from image banks, it's huge amount of money what you must pay for them. Also, when we are creating those presentation tailoring, it takes typically about max 500 tokens, so half of that, so 1 promille euro, 0.1 cent, so nothing. So if we think about competition between AI and human, AI is not free, but nearly free. The cost is nothing. If you think about the cost, how much the work will cost if you are doing some tailoring to your customers. So, what is my message? If you think that this kind of process, what I explained, for example, here, that you can't do it or you are not interested to develop it, it's easy to spend a little bit time and money to hire a person who can do it and who is experienced to do it, and still it's easy to save money because the price of the usage of the AI is nearly nothing. So, how sales directors could benefit from AI? I really believe that this kind of automations are very big part of the benefit. Automations can create so many kind of tasks and cut the time what people are used before, how they spend their time during the workday. Analyzing data, it's also, of course, really important way how you can get out of AI. Personalization, all kind of tailoring things. What we are doing with Seidat, it's at the moment what is really easy way to get something out of AI is tailoring content. Predictive analytics. AI can be used to predict customer behavior and their needs. For example, when we ask from AI how you as a sales director can get something out of AI, it can give this kind of analysis. It was really much more detailed, but I didn't want to put it to this presentation. When I created this, prepared for this webinar, I asked from AI how sales directors could benefit from AI. And this is one analysis from AI. AI is not something what you can trust fully. One reason for that is that the data is about 2 years old in OpenAI. I didn't say, actually, I should say that there are people who are very deep in AI and they think that these OpenAI and Copy AI and those tools, they are like consumer tools, and these Bart and Alexa, they are like real tools. But for people like me and maybe like you, it's nothing because you can't use them. They are so complex tools. But in OpenAI, which we all can use, the data is 2 years old. So from that point of view, most of the data has not changed at all. What are the needs for sales directors? They are same today than they were 5 years ago. So that data has not dramatically changed. But there are, for example, there are some global crises going on. AI maybe don't understand anything about those. If you are using OpenAI, for example, there are other AIs who are trained with more fresh data, but maybe it's important to understand that there is typically some data which has been used. And the behavior of AI is mostly based on the data which is on open websites. So the AI don't have access to whole data in the world, and because of that, it's not always correct. I think it's also very important to remember always that you must have the control. AI is creating mistakes, and that's why you must have the control. It's also really interesting to think about what will happen in coming 5 years. It took 70 years to achieve current status, how we can benefit from AI. But what will happen in coming 5 years? If you are waiting for that, I can also ask, are we gonna be losers or winners? At least we in Seidat, we want to be winners, and we are not waiting. We are all the time developing the methods how we could help you to benefit from AI, how we could help you to benefit to create faster and better presentations. And that's why I think it's important also for you to start utilizing those features today. Please do not wait for 5 years. This is not some kind of rocket science that it's better to check what will happen and make a decision afterwards. I really recommend that you can start immediately. But we had also today discussion with our own team when I was presenting some new ideas that it's really important that whenever you start thinking about using AI, start from the real need. And then it's easy to play with AI to get a little bit understanding how well this could be solved. Can you solve that problem with AI? I have found at least many ways how we can benefit from using AI. And I really believe that many problems which you have, maybe AI can help you. And as I explained, there are this kind of consumer platforms like ChatGPT, and AI is much more. But these ChatGPT solutions, DALL-E, those are platforms which any one of us can start using. It's also important to do things step by step, because, for example, when we have been developing this concept where you can order tailored presentation from our website, during that process, during last weeks, the AI technology itself, those integrations, they have been developing quite a lot. To be honest, we decided to have this webinar today before we were ready to create those tailored presentations. It was not because we couldn't understand how it can be done, but it was because those integrations were not ready. So there is data, but it must be automated, and those automation integrations, they are ready only now. They haven't been ready 2 weeks ago, I must say. And already today, you can create many things with AI. Please try it. And I must remind you, I have chat open. I haven't seen any questions, any comments. But when you want to continue thinking about these AI opportunities, you can do everything yourself in Seidat. But if you need help, we can be your partner. We can create those integrations. We can create your templates. We can create your prompts and everything, all those automations ready for you. And if you don't know yet what is Seidat, actually, Seidat is sales presentation platform which enables winning sales flows. So our mission is to help sales and marketing organizations with this cloud-based platform which we have developed. In Seidat, you can create all kind of sales content manually or with the help of AI. You can use those, present them, you can share to your customers, you can analyze how your team and your customers are using them. We have also e-signature opportunities. So whole life cycle of sales materials can be done inside a Seidat. You can use it, Seidat with any device, and there are really interesting smart slide concept which helps you to update all your presentations by one click. As you have seen here in this animation, someone is updating image in one presentation and all presentations will be updated. There are all kind of notifications when your customer is opening the presentation. You can get the notification to your email or to your CRM tool so that you can immediately react. There are different ways to build those presentations because we have this kind of matrix structure opportunity. And together with this presenter view, it allows you to adapt to the discussion what you have with your customer. So you don't have to go like a train on rails, but you can adapt. You can have a real discussion, and it's like recording the discussion, and you can then move those notes to your CRM tool. And of course, our tool has really amazing integrations with all kinds of CRMs, analytics tools, social media channels. So only imagination is a limit what you can do with Seidat. There are also many various kind of content what you can embed to your presentations. We are using quite many times, for example, calendars, so that when you send a presentation to your customer can immediately from calendar make a book the next meeting. Any questions? We are nearly in the end of our webinar, and I still recommend you to follow Seidat in social media. We will give you many tips and tricks about how to use AI in coming months. And our next webinar and all our previous webinars you can find from our website. Next webinar in 2 weeks will be about collaboration between sales and marketing, how to make them work more actively together, collaborating them together, and we will publish it maybe tomorrow. And when we send you the recording, the sign up, subscribing to the next webinar will be open. And also we have here all those old webinars, so please check there and download the webinar which you are interested about. There are many interesting ones. Thank you. This has been really interesting. The topic is really interesting, how to boost sales with AI. And I really believe that tailoring content with help of AI will help you to save time and get better results when you share that content to your customers. It's easier to close deals, and whenever it's easier to close deals, you will be happier and your business owner will smile. And I really hope that all of you will get new records in sales during this springtime, during this year. Have good luck with those tasks which you have and activities which you have in sales, and see you. Book a meeting with us if you want to help. We are here to help you. Thank you. Bye.